They took the cell phone dump, and I am terrified from the police. She says, I'm terrified that they're going to kill me. Wait a minute. What's on that drive? What's on the cell phone dump that everybody wants to avoid and everybody's terrified to go through? They don't want to go through it. So far we have a Dorothy Font, Mostafa's girlfriend, who lives in a hotel, who's walking around with 3 cell phones. And then you find out that she's taking pictures of every vehicle that comes in and leaves the hotel. All right. Let's read the transcript and find out what is going on with Dorothy's cell phone. This is a transcript from November 20th, 2024. So Blake Weiner, he says, yes, Your Honor. So what happened was there is a large volume of discovery in this matter, and much of this is already in the record, but I'll just repeat it. There's thousands of pieces of discovery alone on evidence.com. Evidence.com is the police department server. These thousands of pieces of discovery include videos, audio, that they themselves sometimes are over an hour long. It's a large volume of discovery that just on evidence.com. In addition to all of that evidence on evidence.com, there's approximately 700 pages of physical PDF paper, things like that, like police reports, witness statement, that also in discovery. On top of that, that is what we would call, I guess, for purpose of this motion, the phone dump hard drive. All right. He's talking about the hard drive. So the police department downloaded Mostafa's cell phone and Dorsey's cell phones on a hard drive, which is not normal, by the way. This is not normal. What they're supposed to do is upload it to the server, evidence.com, to the police department server. But in this case, they download it into a hard drive. The phone dump hard drive is, and the Commonwealth may have more specific about this because I haven't looked at it yet. Is basically, it is the data extraction from multiple cell phones. Listen to what he's talking about here. Listen to what he's about to say. He's about to describe, he's about to tell you that Dorothy has 3 cell phones. The police department did a cell phone dump on Dorothy's 3 cell phones and did a cell phone dump on Mostafa's cell phone. And instead of uploading it to the server, which is what they're supposed to, that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to, this is digital material. It's supposed to be uploaded to the server, the police department server, so the defense can access that material. Instead, they've downloaded that into a hard drive. That's not normal. It's not normal to download that material into a hard drive and to ship it out to the defense attorney, who in this case is being threatened off the Mostafa Algesari case. In this case, they're telling you, we didn't go through it, we're avoiding it, and for 3 years, Mostafa have not gone through exculpatory evidence. The data extraction from multiple cell phone of the 2 individual in the case who have passed, as well as, I believe, like a 3rd family phone. There might even be a 4th phone, but it's multiple cell phone, as well as, I believe, all of the data. Also one of the cell phone for my client, and also the data extraction from the dash camera that was part of this case. In total, off top of my head, I believe the data extraction, it was large enough that it needed at least a 1 terabyte hard drive for the Commonwealth to put the data in. Around that time, I was aware. So he's going to go on and tell the... By the way, this is 2 weeks. This is 2 weeks before trial. So this defense attorney sat on Mostafa's case for a whole entire year. And then 2 weeks before the trial, he's going to tell you, he's telling Judge Weimer, the presiding judge, that, Your Honor, I didn't go through it. I gave it to the other lawyer that was assigned to this case. She didn't go through it. She's supposed to mail back this hard drive. She never did. Your Honor, essentially, I'm not ready to go into this case. What do you mean? You sat on Mostafa's case for the whole entire year. The prosecutor is accusing your client that he hates his girlfriend. Wouldn't you think, as a defense attorney, the first thing you do is go into the text communication between your client and his girlfriend? They're saying that he hates her. Wouldn't you think that you're going to take out the text messages and say, look, Your Honor, my client loves his girlfriend. These are the text communication. Instead, the lawyer is avoiding it. The prosecutor is avoiding it. And what we're going to see is the other lawyer that he's talking about, that he sent this drive to, is talking about that the police raided her office and are threatened, that she's terrified that they're going to kill her. Around the time I was aware of all this evidence, I believe it was a few months ago, we filed a motion for an investigator to assist in reviewing discovery for this very reason, because all of this data, shortly thereafter, Ms. Jarvis, the other attorney that's on Mostafa's case, came into this case, entered an appearance in this case, and told me and told my client, and we relied on it. It will help you in reviewing discovery. All right, so Mostafa's lawyer goes on and says, because of that, at the motion hearing on October 31st, we came to the court for... All right, so he's going to go on and tell the judge, blah, blah, blah. Like, is telling him, is giving him essentially an excuse why he didn't go through it. And then toward the bottom, he says, I just asked Ms. Jarvis, and she said, I'll FedEx it to you. Well, Ms. Jarvis never FedExed that drive back to him because she said Virginia State Police raided her office and took that drive. Wait a minute. Why is the police raiding a defense attorney office, and why are they taking back the drive? Let's hear directly from Ms. Jarvis. And what is she telling us about what's going on in Mostafa's case? This is the defense attorney who supposedly received the drive and never shipped it back.
The reason, and I've told the Virginia State Police that I'm afraid they're going to kill me because I've spoken out about it. And I'm still afraid they're going to kill me. Now I'm afraid they're going to railroad me and set me up for something that I have not done.
You're afraid of who?
The Virginia State Police. Okay. I'm afraid of the police.
Got you.
I'm afraid of the police. I am 53 years old. I have never been in trouble. You can look up my record.
And I don't trust the police either. 100%.
I don't, and the reason...
All right. So, all over the news, I mean, what is she talking about? Why is she terrified from the police? Why are they threatening her off the Mostafa Algesari case? Why did they raid her office and take that drive, that cell phone dump? I mean, when you take a step back, and now that we're learning that the police and the FBI have been watching that hotel for drugs and prostitution for years. All over the news, they raided the hotel. Well, when you raid a hotel, when you watch a hotel, when you're investigating, when you're building a case, you rely on informants. What do we have so far? We have a Dorothy that's been living at a hotel, walking around with 3 cell phones, and the police are raiding the defense attorney, making sure that cell phone, they're terrified that the cell phone extraction is going to get released. What's on this cell phone? I mean, if I was a confidential informant, I wonder what's going to be on my cell phone. Oh, my communication with the fucking police. Oh, wait a minute. I'm taking pictures of vehicles at the hotel, entering and exiting the hotel. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I'm taking pictures of license plates of individuals selling fucking drugs, doing the prostitution. Oh, wait a minute. What if I have pictures of other confidential informants that I, as an informant, didn't know that they were confidential informants? I mean, when you're running an investigation, if you're a confidential informant, you're not going to know other confidential informant. You know what you know. So when Dorothy's taking pictures of license plates, is those pictures, is that communication going to compromise their investigation? Well, of course. So far, we have Mustafa's girlfriend living at that hotel. We have a mother who has a 5-year-old, a 9-year-old, a 10-year-old, a 14-year-old who is essentially supposed to be homeless, but walking around with 3 cell phones. Wait a minute. That person who's supposed to be homeless is taking pictures of vehicles coming in and exiting the hotel. What the fuck is this? License plate UFK-2521. Who is that person? And why was Dorothy Fontaine taking pictures of vehicle entering and exiting the hotel? Oh, we're going to have a lot of fun. Prince William County Police Department. We're going to have a lot of fun. Our local FBI. I mean, I remember when Mustafa was beaten up by guards. Guards went into his cell and beat him and carried him out unconscious. I remember we contacted the DOJ, and within 5 fucking days, the FBI were in our house and telling us that we're all over it and we're investigating what happened to Mustafa. Within 5 days. Unheard of. The FBI would get involved so quick. Were the FBI... I mean, why did Mustafa get beaten up inside the jail? I remember at the time where we were going to go public about what they're doing in his case. The FBI showed up and they were collecting information.